Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. This is the Gentry Open finale, and facing off is Schuur Alan versus Sander de Kank. We've seen a lot of decks that try to be fancy, that try to be funky, that try to do interesting stuff in the late game, and which two decks rise to the top at the end of the event. It is red-green aggro, the deck people called the has-been deck, and Sander de Kank's black-red vehicles. As Jelle said, the most aggressive deck we have made in this format. Jelle, we have a unidirectional microphone, but if you want to join, we can swap back and forth the microphone. Let's do it like that.
First of all, let's not talk about me here. It's the finals now.
Exactly.
Okay, super. So, how do you think this matchup is?
So I think what I'm expecting from this matchup is Sander being the slightly more aggressive player here, with slightly more reach than Alan. That said, Alan still has the red-green energy, crazy 1-2 punch that can just kill you out of the blue. There's only one thing though. If I'm not mistaken, I know he is one of the ones that plays at main. We had some players that played the Uncaged Fury and the sideboard, which I think is a suboptimal choice.
I think so too. I'm pretty sure, definitely in the list Alan is playing, that he wants the main deck because he plays a lot of Pomp Spells main deck. Personally, I prefer to play more creatures, but that's Alan's choice, and apparently he's doing pretty good with it.
Yep.
Other things, I have no idea who's favored in this matchup. Like, really no. If Sander draws a lot of incendiary sabotage, no, not sabotage, licensed disintegration, yeah. He'll have a, well, he'll probably win. If he doesn't, it will be difficult. Oh, very good turn one. Night Market Lookout. Draining life, gaining life here as well. It's pretty good, especially because Alan has no turn one plays.
He has a tune with the Ether, you know.
Yeah, indeed. And he could have had Shock as well, but still. Not happy, but that turn one probably.
Actually, Shock is in the sideboard.
It's true? Wow. I actually knew that, but forgot about it already. Maybe Sander will follow it up with another Heart of Kiran. Would be insane.
Was just I felt dirty watching it.
Yeah, it's insane. But I think right now here he's going to play the Forerunner of Slaughter. Super good card. Nothing as scary as a train with haste. Bullet Express we call it.
Quite applicable.
Uh-huh. Apparently, if you get run over by a Bullet Express, nothing is left alive.
Is this a quote I'm missing somewhere?
No, it's just basic physics. Oh, no turn 3 land, I think. And he has 2 trains in hand. He has a Renegade map, but no third land, I think. Yeah, I see 2 trains, no, 2 maps, a train.
Yeah, he can still offer up the trade with the Longtusk Cup here.
That's a possibility. I don't think Alan is going to go for that trade because next turn he can just re-attack.
Yep.
And he has a 4/4 then, which blocks the 3/2.
Yeah, and indeed.
Sander would have been very happy with this trade. Although no Bullet Express. Can't win them all. He has a nice disintegration in hand, so that's very good against Cup. Doesn't matter how big it gets.
Yep.
Also a reason why he attacked, of course. Also, because Alan's playing so much Pomp Spells, blocking versus him is not what you want to do. The Leopards, very good thing because he has the evasion. Oh,
Yes.
Bombard Carrier, not as good as a draw than in the opening hand. loving it in the opening hand. It's insane.
Yes, I can imagine.
It's yeah. Whenever when you have 2 cards under it, you're just already happy because you can always attack for a third and just sacrifice it.
Yeah.
Later on,
You exile when you attack, not when you deal damage?
attack.
Okay, that makes it a lot better than I
Yeah.
thought originally.
Indeed. And when you have 3 cards under it, you're very happy because you will draw 4 of it, and 4 is drawing 4 is just insane.
Yeah, that's not even allowed in Vintage.
But you have to discard your hand, of course, but still.
Yeah, potato.
Yeah, at that point, probably you already played most of your cards. You have one suboptimal card that you don't want to play anymore, or nothing at all. And yeah, it triggers all the things that the target that trigger with artifact, of course.
Yeah.
I think here he's going to play a train. Or is he going to play a license situation? I don't like this play, actually. Because he didn't have an artifact. While next turn...
Yes, if you sequence it the other way around, you get much more bang for your buck.
Of course, then he might have Blossoming Defense. He's probably playing around that. And now if he draws a land, Sander can do the Bullet Express. Pew, pew. It's not really the sound the Bullet Express makes.
Pew pew.
It's like zoom.
Zoom zoom. That
No,
doesn't
just
sound correct.
zoom.
Okay. So I still need to learn what the young kids say these days.
He also has a Wildfast Engineering game in play, so that's actually
In
another
hand.
in hand. That's also a very good reason to play the Disintegration,
Rallier first.
because he'll get there. He'll get there. No, to play the Disintegration first, because he'll get there.
Oh,
And
'cause
he just wants to,
eventually he has that board
he
position.
just wants to make the game longer, which is better if there are less creatures in play.
Sander just flashed us his hand to show why he's having issues casting stuff.
Okay, Haster.
The thing you get really good at when doing casting is remembering how to type the silly names.
Okay.
I'm actually not really good. I screw up so many of them.
Love the fact that both players are not in blocking.
Yeah, both decks suck at blocking as well.
Yeah.
I think Sander is a slightly better blocking deck,
Yeah.
slightly, but not by a wide margin.
Well, actually, I think Alan has a better blocking deck. Like right now, he has the biggest creatures. He could block, start blocking.
Come on, there's no hype in the chat. This is the finals, people. Kids these days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sander's definitely hoping that Alan doesn't have the +1/+1 and double strike, because that will kill him. Yeah. Still hoping for a land.
Yeah.
For the Bullet Express. But you see here, you can play a creature and still have the threat of killing him next turn with the Bullet Express.
Yeah.
I just love saying the Bullet Express.
Clearly.
Yeah. Is that another Wildfast Engineer or nice Disintegration?
It's an engineer.
It is?
I think so.
I'm not sure. Both drawings really have the same tints.
Yeah, but you have the two light flecks on the engineer that you don't have on the
Also,
Disintegration.
Sander would definitely have played a nice Disintegration here over. Is this lethal? No, it's not lethal yet. Giving it haste.
So giving it, he's attacking for 4, 7, 11, virtually 13. No, virtually 12, right?
Yeah.
4, 7, 11.
I think this is a good block. You don't want to kill anything because it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, +1/+1 in double strike. That's 13 exactly.
Exactly 13. Okay, so Alan takes game 1 just in the fashion that we mentioned before, putting some pressure and then going kapow with the Uncaged Fury. While Sander was stuck on his mana and could have done his own version of the 1-2 punch with the Forerunner into the Renegade Freighter. So let's have a look at the sideboards and what these players might be bringing in here.
Yeah, Alan plays 2 Tigers, 3 Shocks, 2 Appetite for the Natural, 3 Rabbit Bite, 3 Larger Than Life, and 2 Destructive Tempering. I think he's going to bring in the Destructive Tempering because Sander plays a lot of artifacts and the second ability is pretty good. And probably the Rabbit Bites. Maybe even the Shocks.
Yeah, I was about to say the Shocks, how good are they? Because there's not that much 2 toughness. You have the Pianolars and the Night Market Lookouts, but that's pretty much it,
yeah,
right?
but you're forgetting about something because Sander is going to bring in the Dunt Operatives.
Correct. I don't think Alan knows about that. So that brings us to Sander. So Sander has a set of self-assemblers, 4 Dunt Operatives, 2 Welding Sparks, 2 Grotesque Mutations, 1 Oblivion Strike, and a Swamp and a Mountain. I think the Grotesque Mutations are coming in as well
of course,
here,
definitely.
in order to completely knock over the race math.
I think he's going to board a lot. Like he's definitely going to bring in the Grotesque Mutations, the Welding Sparks, and Dunt Operatives.
You think the Welding Sparks as well?
Yeah, I think so. Not 100% sure, of course, but. He is definitely going to board out the 2 ones that
Ether Chasers.
Ether Chaser, yes.
But Ether Chaser is pretty good on the play.
Yeah, but
there's nothing that Alan can block with.
Yeah, but still, Dunt Operative as well.
True, yeah, Dunt Operative is the better 2-drop probably for this matchup.
So he also he will switch a mountain with a swamp.
Guess you have some fans in the chat there.
Well, yes, Christoph, but we're not going to talk about my matchup.
No, we have more important things right now.
Like the non-blocking matchup here. Oh, there was 1 block in the last turn.
Yes.
Didn't do anything, but...
No, this is just 2 Juggernauts punching each other's face and looking who falls first.
Yeah. Yeah. Alan has really increased his chance of winning, of course, now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, indeed.
It's actually
with more than 50%.
It's almost a Cinderella story what we see here going on. This is Alan started playing this summer.
Yeah.
So he's been playing for 9 months.
Yeah,
he's
it's quite insane.
In the top slots of every leaderboard that we have. He's just taken this entire community and the format to heart, and he knows this deck. He's played it for 6 months straight now, and I'm from time to time I'm very surprised by some of the choices he makes, both in his cards and in the way he plays. And to every time I dare say something about the choice he makes, then it's like, oh well, and now he wins the match based off this, and now because his opponent is expecting card X and he's actually playing Y, he got to win this match. So maybe I'm missing something, maybe there's a fairy godmother here, but I really like watching Alan play and crush opponents.
Yeah, indeed, he has a certain flair. He also does it very, he doesn't boast about it or anything.
No, he's very humble, it's true. Yeah, he's actually the only player who ever came to me to say he'd rather not play on camera. So that's why we haven't seen him that much on camera actually, but it's pretty hard if you make it into the final to stay off
That's why I didn't get to play on camera in the semis.
In part, yes.
Okay. Okay. Game 2. Sander on the play. I see a Bombat Carrier, I guess, and a Scrambler. What's the name? Yeah, it's Bomb Carrier. And what's the name of the 2-drop?
The 2-drop?
Scrapkeeper Scrounger.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is really perfect start for him.
It's courier, not carrier?
Courier.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sander's hand is pretty good. Like everything he wants.
Yeah. Have we seen something from Alan's hand already? He has the tune with Ether, so that single-handedly pretty much means that his mana is smooth for the first couple of turns.
Yeah.
It's such a difference to see the game that starts with an attune and one without. Like your Long Tusk Cubs are ridiculous. Your mana is smooth. And the fact that you have nothing competing on that turn 1, except your lands that come into play tapped, of course, makes it such an ubiquitous little play that just influences a game so much.
Yeah, same with the decks that play Renegade map.
Yes.
They are just so much happier when. No swamp for Sander. But doesn't matter. His hand is all artifacts and red cards. One market lookout though. Thomas van der Paal is not happy about commentating. Wasn't he allowed to commentate on the match?
Yes. Sorry, Thomas. Sacrifices were made for the finals. I guess I was a bit too focused on getting the second microphone rather than seeing if the microphone can actually take an angle wide enough. I promise next time you get to do coverage.
Alan shocked the Scrounger. I think I would have gone for the Courier here. Although, no. Yeah, again, no land for Sander. This is getting annoying.
So I really hope this is not how the finals will end here. So again, I am rooting for Alan here as our local guy from the community.
He has the Welding Sparks in hands, but no land again. I think he's really thinking about attacking here just to get 4 new lands.
But he can shock first at least.
Yeah, but you're not happy with that.
But no, but
I'm not even sure if I would do that.
You're hoping for a 2-drop in your 4-card hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
2-drop and a land. I'm hoping for a lot. It's so painful. Alan is getting it easy in the top 8.
Yes, apparently. I heard that his match against you wasn't that interesting to watch.
I had 3 lands on turn 7 in game 1, and game 2 I had 10 lands on turn 5. 5 in hand, 5 in play.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah. That was
so
the
we
match.
have Arlincourt hitting the board. Alan is one of the players that is leaning more towards playing more planeswalkers. I know there was a time where he was actually playing three planeswalkers in this deck.
Yeah,
he's
like
down
Chandra.
to 2 now.
He
had
playing
the Chandra. Correct. Yeah, we saw him winning games of minusing Nissa Vital Force to take back Arlincourt that had already dominated the board. And that was not so smooth sailing for his opponent.
Okay, here. Does he have a National Integration in hand? No, I don't think so. Otherwise, that would be a swamp would really be an out, and that's another Wallfast Engineer.
He's building up cards under that courier, but I'm starting to worry if it's gonna be too little, too late. The benefit he has here is cashing it in.
Yeah, he's cashing it in.
Yeah, the benefit he has is that Alan wasn't able to put a lot of pressure on him during this time. So we've seen Alan actually straight up start playing pump spells into nothing, just to push through damage and win matches like this. Is something that feels very uncomfortable to watch, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, you know. And Alan, not afraid to be the guy who does what needs to be done.
Wat ja, dat weerstand ligt niet daaraan, hè.
So now we get actual curve. I think Sander is becoming emotionally damaged from playing this match. So this is 9 damage coming in. I think the Arlin court was... I know we're face down. So Arlin wasn't used, or
No,
did he
it wasn't
use
used,
the...
No, it wasn't used.
Yeah, so he's gonna use it for the minus, I assume. Yep, we're flipping back to the front, scrolling up again.
That was, I think I would have gone for the +1/+1 and trample for all creatures.
Yep. But now he does 1 damage more. Sander is on 2 and plays a creature that can block. Well, doesn't play one, but...
Okay, true. Veel traantjes, Christophe. Veel traantjes.
Jelle is de Gentry straatmannelief. Oh.
You mean I keep scoring with all the guys?
Okay. The new train has hit the...
Yeah, but I think the train was a little late.
Yes. Oh, adding insult to injury here. Is this a had all these moments?
Yeah, attacking with Nate 8.
Just dumps everything on the Gear Hulk.
Because the game
Why
is
not?
over. Everybody knows.
Opponent stepped out, can't block with one of his creatures. Yeah, yeah. Alright, and Alan Schuur is our Gentry Open champion. It's an applause from the room here. We actually have a ton of people spectating in the area as well. Let's give you a look. That's our awesome little feature match area over there with the professional lighting and the bling and the stuff and the swing and blackjack, no, magic and
and hookers, a lot of hookers.
no. This is PG-13 stream, guys.
Street daisies.
Street daisies, yes. Street Maidelefians. Okay,
And
so
forget me nots.
everybody, thank you very much for listening to my rambling for how long was that? 8 hours. I hope you enjoyed the show. I know I had a lot of fun hosting it. Let's go back to my ugly mug to say goodbye.
Okay.
Yalla's still here as well.
Thank you for having me, Niels. It was very
You're
fun.
welcome.
Okay.
And
Thank you
let's
for
see
hosting this tournament, because it was a super good, well organized, fun tournament with
Yep.
a lot of players.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun as well. So, everybody, if you were here and tuning in to the stream because you were eliminated and you want to know the finals, well, there it was. We have our champion. It is Alan. I don't think this will come as a surprise to anyone. Alan has been hyped the entire season as leading in St. Niklaas, as leading in Bredene, as being the highest posting person with a missing attendance in the Gent leaderboard. Yes, that's a statistic only I can see, but he's also up there. So had he actually played as many matches as the rest above him, he could have ended in second place in the Gent leaderboard as well, just to show how much this guy loves Gentry and how well he can play this particular deck. I mean, everybody knows Red-Green Energy, that is the deck for Alan, and he has showed it here, he's proven it here, and I look forward to seeing what will come of it in the next season. Speaking of which, next week is the pre-release for Amonkhet. We get a lot of cool tools to add to the Gentry card pool with that. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the meta game will shift. There's a lot of decks that will shift in power and whatever. What I want to say is that Alan's deck will be featured in an article very soon on the gentrymagic.wordpress.com. All these matches will still be available on Twitch TV in the backlog and will be brought to the YouTube channel. So wow, everything going crazy. And we're restarting a leaderboard. We're preparing for a new invitational. There's going to be a Gentry side event at GP Amsterdam. That's an event hosted by tournamentcenter.eu, who also sponsored us, made sure that everybody in this event got a really cool long box and even a playmat. And I want to thank Outpost Gent as well for giving us the space to host our event, but also to supply us with some awesome foils to distribute between the players. My name is Niels Viana. I was your presenter for this event. I hope you had half as much fun as I did, because that's way too much to cope for most people anyway. And have a good evening.